You call it a setback, but it lands like a verdict. Your face stays calm while your chest tightens. Part of you wants to stop. Another part still shows up. You scroll past wins that look effortless and wonder how you became the one who keeps trying while quietly doubting every step. The day moves forward without slowing for you. Tasks line up. Messages wait. You answer some and avoid others. A quiet scorecard runs in your head. Each mistake adds weight. Each delay feels larger than it is. You remember earlier versions of yourself. Less careful. Less guarded. Back then, effort felt clean. Now every attempt carries risk. You hesitate before starting. You fix small details to feel productive. You call it preparation. When something fails, your body reacts first. Shoulders drop. Breath shortens. The moment replays in sharp fragments. What you missed. What might be judged. You imagine doors closing. You do not speak any of this. You keep moving. You show up again the next day. Still, pressure gathers behind your eyes. One outcome begins to feel like a definition. At night, the noise fades. The result stays. It rests beside you, not loud, just present. You stare at the ceiling and wait for permission to continue. Morning arrives anyway. The shift does not feel hopeful. It feels precise. You stop arguing with what failed. You look at it directly. Not to punish yourself. To see its shape. The edges. The parts that worked. The parts that did not. You adjust one small thing and try again. Quieter. Without announcement. Without asking for belief. The work feels lighter when it is honest. Fear still visits. It says this is proof that you are behind. You let the thought pass. You stay with the task. Time stretches, then steadies. Patterns emerge. Each attempt leaves a trace. Hands learn. Eyes refine. The result improves in inches. No one notices. That feels correct. When another miss happens, you pause. The sting arrives. It leaves faster. You write down what changed. You keep the page. Trust shifts. Away from outcomes. Toward repetition. The pressure loosens. Effort becomes a place you can stand. You still feel watched sometimes, by your standards, by time, but the work no longer flinches. It waits. You return. Each return costs less. The next failure happens in front of others. A missed mark. A quiet glance. Heat rises. The old urge appears, to explain, to shrink, to disappear. You do not. You breathe once. You note the data. You accept the mark without wearing it. Later, you open your notes. You trace the line that led here. You adjust it. No praise follows. What arrives instead is permission. You continue without armor. Feedback becomes weather. Sometimes rough. Often useful. Your posture changes. You face forward. The end no longer feels close. It becomes just another step. Failure stops sounding final. It turns directional. You walk on. Your name stays yours. Failure did not block the path. It outlined it. When you stop treating results as identity, the work opens again. Progress does not need encouragement. It needs attention. Curiosity lasts longer than self-judgment. You do not need to win today. You need to return tomorrow carrying what you noticed. Growth waits there, quiet, repeatable, and patient.